Hi, welcome to I Unlimited, committed to helping you find your best self and inner peace.
Hey friends, I talked about who are you? Are you who everybody else says? Are you what you said about yourself when you were 5? Or are you creating yourself? Are you actively creating yourself, or are you just drifting until you fall into a space, a routine, a rut? And insofar as that, as creating ourselves, are we stretching and expanding? So for instance, like I've got my overalls on because I'm going to go do some woodworking with a master woodworker. And I'm learning, at this age. Started a few years ago with him. Could I build something on my own? I think so. Depends on what it is. um, but I'm learning so much. I'm expanding myself, right? We don't ever have to stop. And I think we shouldn't stop because it keeps us fresh. It keeps us growing. It keeps us expanding, right? It keeps us polishing something new about ourselves. The other thing is not only are we learning, we're learning about something new. How often do we start to limit ourselves and our participation in life down to what we are familiar with, and especially down to what we feel we can excel at? And let's face it, what we're really saying is, I could be better than you at, right? Because we just have this drive to compete and to be better than. And I think trying new things and getting into a new area also keeps us humble, keeps us connected, keeps us more present and aware. We're not coasting on, I know that. That is such an easy pit to fall into. Oh, I already know. Nothing new you can tell me, right? And isn't that how we can relate to others? I mean, we've all felt that, haven't we? When we're talking to someone, trying to tell them something, and it's just like, I don't know. I know what you mean. I know what. And it's like kind of hitting yourself up against a wall. But as we create ourselves, as we keep growing, and it doesn't have to be woodworking, for crying out loud, and I had decided when I turned 40, I had always wanted to know how to draw. I'd always wanted to know how to tap dance. So I took lessons, and I'm still looking for a tribe to do that with me. But doing things, it's fun. It was interesting. It was something I was curious about. I'm now looking at painting, taking up painting. Now, I have to do it in a way that speaks to my expression. I don't have to do it somebody else's way. And if it's feeling restrictive and I'm not looking forward to doing it, so I do things in a way that has me curious, to be sure. Like I said, I'm not masterful at it. I fail a lot. But do I fail, or was that intended outcome a failure, right? Like, oh, that wasn't what I was going for. Somehow I can't always manage to get it to come from my head out the rest of my hand, but I'm working on that. So I think for me, it keeps me connected to my imperfection, not like a commitment. I want to hang on to that, but has me be able to relate to others better, right? When they're not perfect, because none of us are. But the more we restrict our life down to just those few things, I think the more we restrict our ability to connect and our ability to experience joy, right? So it could even be, you don't have to do anything. It could be reading about something new, right? Listening to some songs you haven't listened to before. Taking a different path when you walk. Walking, if you haven't been, so many new things. I know somebody that really just stretched themselves recently getting a dog, found a love and a joy they didn't even realize was missing from their life. And that's what stretching ourselves, reaching out into new territory, trying. It doesn't mean you have to do it forever, right? You may try something, say, yeah, I tried it. I was curious. I'm not really interested. I mean, it could be like with art, oh, I'd like to develop as an artist. Well, you may like drawing, hate painting. You may like working with clay, hate sculpting. Whatever, but you're trying. You're stretching. And as you stretch, you expand not only your spirit, your soul, but your life, right? And as you do that, you're spreading your light farther and farther. What you're contributing to the world. Because as you do these things, I hope you're smiling all along the way, smiling at the goof ups, the times you trip. As they say, if you're going to trip, make it part of the dance and have fun along the way. As always, the first step is breathing and relaxing. Because if you stay tight and tense, nothing new can penetrate. If you restrict your breath, you restrict your life. So, my friends, breathe deep, relax, and venture into something new, even if it's one little step, and see yourself and your life and your world expand. Until next time, keep shining your light. You got this.
I hope this video helped you rise higher and shine brighter. Keep going. Invest just a few minutes here with me each day, and you'll see your happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace grow. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to this channel so others can find their best selves in inner peace too.